I saw
I
you
don't
come
know.
in, girlfriend. Hey, how
Can
are
you
you doing?
see me?
Yes, I can see you. How are you doing?
Oh, I am having mucho technical difficulties tonight.
I love your hair. I love the way you're wearing your hair today.
Thank you, thank you. So I got a new phone and I'm old school. I didn't realize this is how dumb I am, I guess. I had an iPhone 12, so it's like it was 4 years ago model, right? I never knew that you could save all your passwords in this little password keeper in the phone. So now that I got a new phone, I never knew I could do that. So none of my passwords were saved.
Oh no.
So I transferred all the apps. Well, basically, none of the apps are working because I don't know none of my passwords. So one of them I found out tonight would be this one.
Well, there you go, sweetheart. Hey, we got it. We got a pretty cool show with us today. We got somebody, by the way, who is actually from my neck of the woods,
I know.
and you know what? This is I believe this is her first time with us.
Yes,
I,
it
I,
is.
yeah, I believe so. But
Yeah.
anyway, I've requested for her to come on plenty of times, and she's turned me down. Um, we'll talk about that. No, I'm just kidding.
No, not you.
Not me. What are you talking about? But anyway, great talent. I love her to death, and so let's go ahead and bring her on. I'm going to go ahead and run that intro. Who do you have on tonight, girlfriend? Heather Jolene Alcantar.
Oh, you
Hmm?
talking to me?
I was talking to you. You just
It's
looked
Heather
away. You were like,
Jolene.
Heather Jolene coming out. It goes, let's go ahead and run that intro. It goes like this. What? Oh, wait.
Wow.
Let me switch this around.
Well, there you go.
That's
I'm
better.
like, I don't want to scare anybody, but hello.
It's like, come
Hi.
here. Right. Your face.
Musical chairs.
I know. I can switch this around. But,
Hey, Barbie.
I always put Barbie
Hi.
on top. Barbie's always the top girl.
I did the blonde and the pink for Barbie.
I
Oh, look at
love
you.
it. I
That's
absolutely.
free too. 'Cause
I've been wanting, like,
I,
I've had the itch to go pink, but I just can't. I just can't do it. I just can't do it.
girl, you better get some extensions and try it out.
What are extension?
Oh
What are
Lord Jesus.
those?
We'll
They're these
talk to you
beautiful
about
things
that
that make
later.
your hair look long and you can make them any color. It's a girl thing, honey.
It's a girl thing for sure,
Well,
love.
if you're a man
Mine,
that's balding, you can use them too if you need to.
mine is long by itself. So
You're an indio, por eso.
I know.
You have good hair.
I mean, you know what? My grandfather passed away at 107 years old, and he had a full head of hair.
Wow.
Wow.
Had a full head of
My father's grandmother passed away at about the same age, and she was a indigenous woman in Mexico, so I believe it.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Most indigenous people are.
Mhm.
They live well. Corina Alcantar. I'm assuming that she's related to you. Yay! How are you doing,
That
Corina?
that is where I came from. That's my mother,
Oh well, there you go. Thanks,
my
mom, for
mama.
joining us. I appreciate you, Erica Garcia. Hey, sweetheart, how are you doing?
Hi,
Uh,
Erica. That's one of my besties from childhood. She taught me how to dance a cumbia.
Actually, Erica, if that's the same Erica, I can't see her avatar, but I do believe I actually took her to her first TTMA when I had my TV show, and she came along with us just to
Probably. She
hang out.
loves Tejano music.
My good friend Hilda Peña, she has a show called Yo Quiero Saber. It's on here on Cubo Radio. She just yesterday or the day
Hi,
before
Hilda.
Hi, Hilda.
she interviewed Stevie D. How are you doing? Hello, girls. How are you doing? And she says, Heather Jolene, how are you doing, my friend?
How you doing, honey?
Rick Valderrama, my main man. How are you doing, Rick? Thank you so very much. He
Hi,
took us
Rick.
out to eat when I was down there for for the
Tejano Mundial.
Tejano Mundial Award. Thank you so very much. My mind is not there. Hi, Barbie.
Hi.
There she
Hi,
said,
Barbie.
Chrissy E is here. Hey, Chrissy
Hi,
E.
Chrissy E.
Aloha.
Chrissy, my bestie.
Chrissy, give us info on your Aloha Fest that you have going on. They're planning it
Yes,
again, which is really cool. A lot of
we
Hawaiians
love
came out. They
Chrissy.
love Tejano. She's
She's
wonderful.
actually one of my good friends in the industry. She's one of the most genuine,
Yeah,
sweetest, realest girls in this industry, and I love her. So hi, Chrissy, and hey, John,
Same.
aloha.
yeah, John, I love him to death. He put on it. His first cowboy hat, by the way, was my cowboy hat. He wore it, put it on.
Was it
Oh, that's
yours?
right.
Yeah, we went to go
Uh,
eat. So it
I
was.
wouldn't imagine him putting on anybody else's cowboy hat.
Oh well, he's bald at the
It
time.
has to be. It has to be yours.
All right. Alyssa Ashley, how are you doing? Thank you so very much. Chrissy, by the
Alyssa,
way, she said,
darling,
uh,
finally she gets to watch live.
yeah. Oh, Rick is there in the lab cooking up some work with Sevi. Hey, say hi to Sevi for me.
Oh
Hey,
wow. Hi,
Uh,
Sebby.
Sevi.
we'll go. I'm thinking I'm gonna be down there this coming weekend. So let's make some plans, get together. Maybe
Yep,
that's what
Sebby
people need.
produces all of our, well, not all of them, but he produces a lot of the artists that we promote on rap. And so we love Sebby, and we love his productions and all everything that he does, especially with Savannah. Oh my goodness, if you've heard their newer stuff,
Oh yeah,
it's
most definitely.
fire.
Yeah, and it's come on, it's Savannah though. I mean, her voice is
Oh,
amazing.
anything she does is going to be
Yeah, I know,
fire.
she's super gorgeous on top of that. So that's pretty awesome.
Oh,
Chrissy,
flawless.
she says it's going to be performing at the Aloha Festival in April. So there you go. And
Yay.
after that. Oh well, thank you so very much for all of us joining us once again. Thank you, Heather, for being here. I was making that little comment that you've turned me down ever since I asked you to join us, and you
No,
know,
this was just something I just didn't really know if I wanted to do, but no, I'm just kidding. No, I'm
I
glad to
wouldn't,
be here. This
I
is
wouldn't
fun.
be
I
on.
already knew we were going
Wouldn't
to
be
do
on.
this, so sorry, I'm eating my hair.
Yeah, no, it was good. It's good having you here. It's interesting because you live in my town.
I know I was telling my mom earlier that I was getting ready and stuff, and I go, hey, you know, he's here in town. Why don't I just go
Yeah,
to
why
his
didn't you just
studio
come over to the
and do
house?
it in person?
Yeah, we actually, Patricia, a couple of days ago, a few days ago, she goes, I love cooking and everything else. And I sent her some of the pictures that I send you. You like what I,
Ooh.
she's like, hey,
Yeah.
wait a minute. Who are you?
It's
I
a
was
hidden
like,
talent.
I
Yep.
cook, but he's like a chef. Like I'm just a home cook. This boy's a chef.
I, I really enjoy doing it. Um, not so much now because I've been sick here this past year and part of last year. But before then, there was a time there for the better part of 30 years. Every meal that Gracie ate, I had cooked when I was with her.
Oh,
Except for
wow.
the times that I was deployed or working somewhere else. But yeah, pretty
Nice.
much.
Lucky,
If we're in the same,
lucky.
yeah, if we're in the same house, I was the one that was cooking for her. So
Well, food is one of my favorite things. I talk about it on Facebook a lot. When I was in high school, I wanted to be a chef, and that was what I was going to do. I was ready to go to TCA in Colorado and everything, be a part of Le Cordon Bleu program. You know what I'm saying? And so I was a part of that whole world growing up, and that's what I wanted to do. But then um, I don't know, the artistic side of me just said, you know what, college isn't for me. I want to work on other stuff. I want to do music. I want to act. I want to party. And
yeah,
so I didn't want to go to school. I just felt like it wasn't for me, and it wasn't. And I know that it wasn't because I'm just not that kind of person. I'm an artsy girl, and I hate being controlled, and I don't want to be, you know, um, limited by having to be at school in the morning, or I can't do this performance because, blah blah blah, but or I can't sign this deal because I have school. No, that's not me. I'd rather perform. But I do love and respect chefs, and I'm a foodie. And so hopefully you can help me with something with that
oh
eventually,
yeah,
because
yeah,
I've
most
always
definitely.
wanted my own food show. And if anybody's going to produce it or film it, it's going to be you, because I'll be the producer. But
Yeah, no,
you'll
most
be
definitely. I
the
mean, it's easy because you're already here,
you
and
Yeah, that's
we can get
true.
together. Yeah, we can get together and set it all up. And you know what? It. By the way, you know what cordon bleu means, right?
Le Cordon Bleu. Gosh, I can't remember anymore. It's been
Isn't
so
it a
long.
dish
No, no.
or
It's a
no?
chicken.
Oh,
There is a chicken called chicken cordon bleu, which is
okay.
delicious, by the way.
Yeah,
Um,
but
but le
cordon bleu
cordon
is
bleu, I
actually
don't
French
remember
for
anymore.
it's actually French for blue ribbon. That's
Oh,
Blue
what
ribbon.
okay.
blue ribbon.
Le
So
cord, the
Hey,
cord.
that is the
Hey,
lesson
but
of the
in
show.
Texas, you
for the
say
day, right?
in Texas, you say, "Oh my God, I know La Cordon Bleu."
No, it's not even close.
So Heather, just so you know, that every show we have on the T2M podcast, we always have a lesson of the show, and that was it right there.
That
And
was
it's
the
That's
always
it
lesson of
right
the
for
there.
yes, it's always
And
for
y'all
Lawrence.
learned
It's
it
always
with
telling us
me.
yes.
Relearned it with me. I knew what it was, but there's so much stuff going on up here. I can't. Girl, it's been like 20 years since I graduated.
Hey, how do you get four hands? I see your two hands, and then I see two hands over
I
here.
would love an
Oh, I have a
assistant to
glam.
like.
I have a glam. I
I
have a
need a
glam
glam
squad.
squad. Like I have glam squad, but I have to go to them. They don't come to
Well,
me.
I'm the glam squad until I sit down, and when I sit down, that's when everybody's like, "Okay, fix your hair, fix this," and
Oh
then
my
they and
God,
then
I need somebody like that coming from the side and fixing
Right.
my hair. I love that.
I know, right?
I'm
Well, that's
jealous.
why I tell everybody I am a diva. I've been a diva since day one. So you know what I mean? And
Hey,
it's
That's
real. It's not an act.
that's
hey, I
fair.
might not have the glam squad at home, but I have the beer squad. He always makes sure that this is
You do have the
going.
beard squad, and I have the wine squad pretending to be a nice little
Yeah,
cup of
that's
tea
have some coffee. Yeah, people
with
see
a
me drinking.
straw because I don't want to mess up my lipstick.
I drink out of two containers, but this one's coffee and this one's water. So I drink out of
Nice.
because I don't. I have to have water all the time. And by the way, Barbie, she's been with me over 2 years, and she's looked the same. She's just how she stays beautiful. I don't know, but I'm glad she's
Makeup, lots of
beautiful.
makeup.
Do you want to tell
I
us
didn't
your
see
secret,
her
Barbie? I'll tell you mine.
She's beautiful.
Sex, sex, lots of sex.
No wonder I'm getting married.
Agreed.
No wonder I'm getting
Agreed. And that's how you get that rosy
I heard
glow.
you, Indio. I heard you, Indio.
You know, just
Oh, my recent glow is because I just got
congratulations.
engaged.
That's where I was going, but you just totally tanked it for me.
I just got
Congratulations to you.
engaged
You
on
just got
Valentine's Day.
engaged.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
That was great. And
Yeah.
with that being said, here, let me say some real quick shout outs, real quick. First of all, to Chrissy E, by the way, she says, I'm so proud of you, Heather. And then Erica Garcia says, I'm
Love you,
happy
Christy.
for you, Heather. I'm missing you, bestie. Rosie Allison is joining us. Hey, Rosie, how are you doing, sweetheart? If you need somebody to distribute your music, go ahead and contact Rosie Allison. She's one of the best, if not the best, in the market.
Hi, Rosie. I have to say, she's
A
the
good
best
friend of the
promoter out
show.
there. I love her. She's
Good friend of the show
that
and always
is.
joining us, Papuchi from Cuba. ¿Cómo
Hi,
está, Papuchi? Hola,
Papuchi.
saludos a todos desde Cuba hasta Texas. Mucho cariño. And
Oh,
congratulations on your award, brother. You deserve it, man.
and
Keep doing the
well,
hard
let
work.
me just go back real quick. I know that you're saying hi to everybody, but Rosie Allison, we got to give her props. She is one of the best promoters out there. She is the reason that I'm successful in this business as the first trans woman to put music out there and have it be accepted by everyone. And it wouldn't have happened without her. So thank you, Rosie. I love you. And thank you to Mary Hopkins, Messy Mary Entertainment, real quick, is
I love it.
the one that helps me put my music out there. So you gotta give credit where it's due. I don't do this on my own. Nobody does.
Yeah.
Most definitely. That's the deal. Rosie says, yep, she's a diva.
She knows.
Chrissy says, congratulations, Barbie, on your deal.
you.
Sevi says, hello. Thank you so very much for passing that on, Rick. I really do appreciate it. Rosie says, hello, everyone. With that being said, let's just go ahead and play your song that you have. I think it's Por Primera Vez. And so that way we'll go ahead and play that song, and we'll be right back after that. That is Heather, Jolene Alcantar. That is
All the hands.
Barbie Chick. I'm Indio right here on Cubo Radio with Por Primera Vez from Heather Jolene.
Me desperté con una sensación que nunca he sentido.
Oh yeah,
Hello.
yeah,
Sorry, I
yeah.
had
There you go.
to the side. It was getting on my nerves.
So he just, I tie
But now it
mine.
looks a little bit more like Barbie chicks. I love it.
Right.
Hey,
You know,
Here
Barbie.
I am. This is my glam squad. I was sitting here powdering my nose,
Oh my
putting that
goodness.
on.
Bro, you should see how much I fight with myself to get ready. It's not cute.
Rosie says Heather Jolene is the first transgender in Tejano. You know what? That she's
I
already
believe
mentioned it,
so.
but thank you
Yes. Yeah.
for that.
I sure am.
All that matters is that she's a great singer. That's all that really matters, anyway.
But you know what? I don't care if people say that or mention it or talk about it because I'm proud of it. So
Well,
if people are okay with it and they're saying, "Hey, she's the first trans," guess what? That's true. I am. I'm the first one.
Not gonna be the
Remember
last.
that, baby.
there you go. No, I don't, I don't measure people. I just accept them for who they are. You know that.
And we're opening a new lane for people like me, for people who are different, for diversity.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to sit here and downplay it because that's what
Powerpuff.
it is. You
Just-
know what I mean? I'm not going to sit here and downplay it because I'm a part of a community. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? And we are finally having a place in this industry that has been a long time coming because we're the ones. A lot of us, we're the ones keeping it alive. We're the ones at the concerts.
yeah. Well, if you do see my show, it's I constantly talk about how we need to be human with each other.
Yeah.
We need to be
Right.
accepting with each other. There's far
Mhm.
too many times where we put names and build walls. We shouldn't be building.
Unfortunately, humans need labels because they just can't comprehend it that way. So, you know what I mean? If they need a label or whatever, that's okay. I don't care. If that's how they understand it, if that's how it helps them understand it and evolve and grow, then that's fine. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't
it,
care. I'm not gonna, I don't judge people.
yeah. No, no.
My label is Barbie.
Your label is Barbie.
That's
That's
it.
why when I got on, I said, "Hey, Barbie."
Right. You would. It's the only one that matters. Erica, hi, Lawrence.
Yeah.
How's it going? Yeah, Rosie says we are proud of Heather and want to open doors, of course,
Yes,
and that's what
ma'am.
we just open doors and help each other out.
Can't be
Yes,
neutral all the
and
time. You know what I'm saying?
you, and we support you. You're making history. Yes, you are.
Yeah.
I'm not.
You can't make changes by staying neutral all
Yeah,
the time. You
I think
gotta, you
I
gotta,
am
you
the
gotta rock the boat
only.
sometime.
Right.
I think I am the only like Native American.
Full-blooded
Like
Native American.
yeah,
Yes.
that's in Tejano music. I think so. You know, I
That's cool
want to say
because that's a lot of it. A lot of us have Native American
oh yeah,
DNA.
yeah,
It's beautiful to be able to see that representation in our in Tejano music, and the fact that that you, Lawrence, you really are that representation for a lot of Native Americans who say, hey, they might have grown up with the Chicanos and the Mexican Americans and
Hmm.
identify with them because we're so similar, but there's still something to be said about that identity and the fact that they get to identify and they see somebody that's doing
Right.
things like you. I mean, it's amazing, and I have to give you mad props for that.
well, thank you so very much. But I'm just some guy from Vancouver. Doesn't really matter.
Uh, don't be so modest.
Sonia, my cousin, how are you doing, sweetheart? Thank you so very much for joining us. She says, "You go, diva." That's
You,
great. Rosie says, "Congratulations, Barbie, on your engagement."
Oh, thank you.
yes,
Uh,
ma'am.
Rosie is yeah, beautiful culture. Thank you so very much. So
Beautiful.
the song that we just played, por primera vez, it's really really catchy. Uh, uh, your music is very unique to yourself because it's very progressive. I love the cumbia aspect of it, and I love that you integrate a lot of different sounds. It's kind of reggaeton ish, but it's
Yes,
not,
a
and
little bit. Yes.
it's got the taste of it, and it's not.
Mhm.
Because
Right.
sometimes there's some songs out there that just push it to the nth degree, and it's like it's
Yeah,
it
I
just doesn't
agree.
it doesn't have to be forced. It can be used, but it can be used to benefit the song. But this one's very
Yes.
very very good. It's very well placed, and
Thank you.
the vocals are. I love the vocals where it jumps between over harmonized and then to your voice and then back and forth. I love that
Right.
play that goes in there.
Thank you.
So what was the inspiration for that cumbia? Rosie says it's popish pop cumbia. Definitely,
Yes,
yeah.
it is.
I
A
like
pop
that.
cumbia
That's a
for
great
sure.
definition for sure.
Yes.
Yes, definitely a pop cumbia. My inspiration for that song was being in love for the first time.
Okay.
I like that.
Literally, I mean, I literally wrote it from experience, from that experience, and um, it was something that it was a lighthearted feeling, but it was also kind of deep because if you think about it, por primera vez tengo alguien que vale la pena, which means you've been through some stuff. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And
Yep.
people who know will know when they hear the song, when they hear the lyrics, when they connect to that part. But for me, it's more about celebrating love and celebrating, even if it didn't work out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, making something positive come out of it, which for me it's always going to be music because that's what I do. And so I
Mhm.
mean, if that's what it is, it's love, and all my songs are about love, whether it's um making love under the moon, or
Ooh.
having a breakup that you're trying to find out what's going on because what did I do wrong, you know what I mean, that kind of
Mm.
thing. And so yeah, it's all about love, and it's a variety of what goes on in love and in your relationship.
Yeah, most definitely. And I think it's very universal. People do feel love.
Yes.
Rosie Allison asks, who were your music influences?
One of my biggest influences is uh, Ana Gabriel.
Great,
I love Jackie Velasquez. She's a
mhm,
Christian Latin pop artist that I've
great.
met many times, and I even sang background for her one time.
Mhm.
I love Christina Aguilera,
Ooh, me
Alejandra Guzman.
too.
Do you?
You
Alejandra Guzman
beautiful for me.
Mhm.
Sorry.
and Jenny Rivera.
Oh, of course.
Yeah,
I have banda music, so I never
that's
was
my
able to.
girl.
I've never been able to get into it, and so I was just
That's
like,
because you're
well,
not
Well, with
Mexican, baby.
Jenny, yeah,
I,
with Jenny, it
Because
makes
you're not
you just.
Mexican. You're Andy. You're Native American. You're not gonna understand the horns and all that. You know what I'm
I don't know.
saying?
I feel it with Jenny though. It just makes you want to like banda. You know, it's
Oh,
just
you don't
I
even.
don't know.
let me,
She was an enchantress. That woman. All she had to
Yes,
do was shake her hips in front of you, and you're good.
yes.
And you want to
The
listen to her music.
emotion that she has
And
behind her music.
and not only I don't really care that she's a banda singer. I like her strength. I like what
Hmm.
she went. Her story and what she went through to get to
Yeah,
where she was, then to die the way she did. It's
yeah,
such a tragic. It's like an opera. It's like an
mhm.
yeah.
opera.
It's like an opera.
I wish somebody would make an opera about her life.
I
That
don't
would be
know.
cool.
I don't know anything about her in order to make a comment, good or bad, about her. I just said I
Well,
don't
I
like.
would suggest,
I don't
just
like. I
because
don't,
I love her and because I know a lot of Mexicans love her and a lot of Tejanos love her, I would
Hmm.
suggest maybe listening to one of her songs and going and
I've
listening
tried.
to and reading her story because she's
Watch the
amazing.
series. Watch
As a
the
strong
I,
series.
woman,
I've
she
tried to listen to banda, and it doesn't appeal to me. That's okay. I
right.
mean, everybody's
And that's
story
why
is
we
a
go.
different
That's where we
compelling.
go back to diversity. We don't all like the same thing, and that's okay.
Yeah, yeah, no,
But
no,
you
it's
asked me who my
no, no,
inspirations
no.
were, and she's one of them.
Yeah, yeah, no, no.
And she was muy
I'm sure she's
chingona.
great. Yeah, and I'm sure she's great. But
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I
you
said,
know what I'm saying, Barbie,
Mhm.
I've never. It's never appealed to me at all. The banda,
right? Well,
the
that's
genre,
okay.
and
That's cool,
whoever. That's why I say I don't know enough of her in order to give you a comment, good or bad, because it would be
right?
disrespectful.
So
Because I
maybe
don't
now
know her.
I'm the one that makes you go and learn about her because she's amazing and she's a Mexican American icon, and
Yes.
just that's who she is, and that's one of my idols, and that's why I'm such a what do you call it? That's why I'm so spicy because I saw
That's why
that
I'm so
that's how
spicy.
you have to be. That's how you have to be. Otherwise, people step all over you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not that person.
that's that that's interesting. That's an interesting perspective, but
Love it. You have
Are you
to.
spicy like tahine spicy? Or are you spicy like habanero pepper spicy?
What do you think, honey?
The pepper.
There you go. That's
right.
it. You
Rory
got it
says,
right,
hello,
girl.
hello there,
I
my
love
friend.
you,
Hello,
Barbie. You're
beautiful
so
people. Right.
Oh
Rory
my
says,
God,
hello, beautiful
she just
people.
got engaged. I love it. You just got engaged.
Yeah,
You look beautiful. You're
Thank you.
glowing. I love it.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm in
definitely.
love. I'm very much in
Yeah.
love.
I love
Erica
it for you.
says,
It's beautiful.
are you going to perform at Fanfare?
Oh yeah, that's a
Not
good
this
question.
year.
Not
No,
this
I have to. I'm working on putting a band together for
year.
that for hopefully 2026 because I don't want to go out there. Not that I have anything against singing with tracks because I've done that my whole life. But I want to give people a good experience. And I know that when people go to fanfare, they want to hear the band, they want to hear the music, they want to experience it
Right.
all. So
I, I
I
think
want to do it
I
right.
think it's changing though. I think it's changing because of the fact that people are realizing that,
It's
music.
expensive.
Yeah. Well, music
It
is
is.
it's people are understanding that a show is better than just the band. And
Yes.
I'll give you a perfect example. I did the Lone Star Ladies tour
Mm.
I'm doing the Lone Star Lady tour with Joanna Ray and with Jenny B, and
Mhm.
Jenny B, she's got a DJ, and it's a wonderful show.
I like that.
It's an amazing show, and it's different, but it's not a track. She's not singing with tracks. Because it's a DJ, he can intercut and he can augment the music for her, so she can
And
repeat
probably change the tempo and all of that
all
on
of it
demand.
on demand. So it's really awesome. It's really different, and so it's a full on show, which is wonderful. Um,
Mhm.
Yes. And as a producer myself, I feel like I appreciate all of that because a performance is a performance. And if the sound system sounds great, if everything's good, no one's even
Mhm.
going to notice that there's not a band there. You know what I
Right.
mean?
and
Right.
see,
And so, especially if you're a really good singer, like for me, I'm a very powerful singer. And I'm not, I'm not afraid to sing live or afraid to sing with a band or with a track. I mean, I could if there's a band there, great. If there's a track, if my track's ready and we're all ready to go, then great because I already
Mhm.
know what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Either way, if it's a live band, I can sit there and we can, work. I can bounce off of the energy of the band. That's what a
Mhm.
performer does. What a singer does. But a lot of times, the Tejano listeners, they get so um, they're so like caught up in this, oh my God, we're gonna go listen to a band. No, there's a singer. You're
well,
gonna go see,
Right.
like, let's say Stephanie won't
going,
be able to
well,
perform.
going back to what I was saying, but first, hold on real quick. Uh, uh, with Isabel Marie, and she's already
Mhm.
released like 5 albums, and so the woman is incredible. Okay,
Yes,
she
she
started when
is.
she was like 13, I believe.
Right. Hmm.
2 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, at Fanfare, she was on stage with her band, but she had two band members that were replaced within like a week. So they didn't have the opportunity to practice as much her music. And that sounded horrible on stage. And when she was singing, it affected her singing. It affected her singing so bad that she sounded
Yeah,
very amateurish.
I'm sure.
And so a lot of people that I had talked to at that after that, they were like, man, she would have been better off singing with a track
Hmm.
because of the fact that the band just wasn't didn't cut the mustard. But that was
Mhm.
no fault of hers. It is no fault of the musicians in the sense that they didn't have a lot of time to practice. Their professionalism may have been questioned because if they had more than a couple of days, they should have practiced it. You know what I'm
Same,
saying?
Alex.
But it's one of those things. And that's what I was trying to get at. Like Jenny B, she's
Yeah.
doing the thing and it's different. But even if you do have a live band, you can get rid of that. And one of the things that really I had one more. I hired a guy to come and perform, and I paid him an exorbitant amount of money to do a 30-minute
No,
show.
there was
He
another one.
went to set up, and this is a 30-minute set, no, a 1 hour set, I'm sorry. And he spent 20 minutes trying to get his mic set right.
Hmm.
His mic.
I feel like that's a waste. I'm sorry, but I don't think that that's to me that's a waste of time. Your mic you should already know your levels. Your
He
sound
should have
guy should know. You know
was
what I'm saying?
is
And I
that
don't have.
that's
And
what I'm saying.
I'm the type of person and type of singer and type of performer in general that I don't have time for that, and I
Mhm.
don't do anything for free. So if I'm getting paid and I'm singing somewhere and my sound guy is literally up there struggling, he's fired. I don't have time. And you're not gonna sit here and make me look unprofessional. You know what I'm saying? So I
Well,
understand that
and that's
completely,
the tough part
especially
because
when they're paying.
the artist does take the blame, not the band, not the,
No,
the
it
yeah,
goes on the artist.
yeah, it goes on the artist.
Yep.
Rosie asked, what about Mariah?
Oh, hello. Well, I thought that was obvious.
Yeah, and Rory says
That goes without being mentioned.
Linda Ronstadt. Linda Ronstadt's cool. I like her. I
I like
mean,
Linda Ronstadt.
she has a range. I love the fact that everybody didn't know that she was Hispanic until she released her album Canciones de Mi
I know.
Padre. And they were like,
That's
"Wait,
how it is, right, Barbie? Sometimes people think that we're white and we're not.
I
yeah,
know. I've gotten that a couple times, but then when I speak, they're like, "Oh no, she's Latina."
Yeah,
yeah,
no, they don't know until I speak Spanish. And
Yeah,
then I started speaking Spanish and they're like, "You're Spanish?" No,
yeah.
I'm
I
Mexican.
get that every
yeah.
every now and
I,
then. Every now and then.
everybody thinks I'm Mexican, but I'm here in Texas. But
Yeah,
Yeah.
when
And
I was
you're
in
and you have a tan.
yeah, when I was in Florida, they thought it was Cuban, and when I was in New York, they thought it was Puerto Rican, and when I was in
yeah,
California, I thought it was
yeah.
Mexican again. So
When I was in Houston, they thought I was Turkish.
Turkish, oh wow,
Yeah, yeah.
your name was Mahagan
I
Mahaka.
live in Houston. I live
They
in
they
Houston.
they thought I was Sarabi or I don't know. They had a whole. They thought I was Turkish. They thought me and my mother were Turkish, both of us.
Wow,
Were
they didn't
you
actually
were you
talk
like raised here in Houston? I live in Houston. Were you raised
Oh, do you
here?
live in Houston? Oh my
Yeah,
God, I
yeah,
love Houston. Hello, H
yeah,
Town. I miss
yeah.
you.
It's
I
okay.
lived there. I lived in Houston for a few years, and I
Oh,
came
okay.
back against my own will to San Angelo, Texas. I can't stand this place. But Houston is H
Oh,
Town, baby. That's where I want to
H
move. Well,
Town.
we're probably going to be moving back by next
Okay.
year. If I don't move there, it'll be San Antonio.
Oh
But
yeah, yeah.
girl, I love Houston. I had the
I love
best
the
time of my
food
life there.
here. The food and the
That's
entertainment.
the
Yeah.
thing that made me gain so much weight is the food in Houston.
I know
the
I gained like 20 pounds, but also because I cook a lot
I
and stuff.
gained 60 pounds when I lived in Houston.
Oh my God.
60. Because
the
all I was used to Tex-Mex food here in San Angelo.
Yeah.
And then we
Yeah.
moved to Houston and there was like all of this amazing like
All
Latin
different types.
American food that I was like,
Yeah.
and I just ate
Yeah.
everything.
I know. I still do.
well, the traffic there sucks.
Yes, it does.
I
Traffic
mean,
sucks.
every time I go there, it drives me crazy. Rosie Allison, by the way, she said I saw her series. Irene Cortez, beautiful Patricia Vargas. There you go.
Hi, Irene.
Who is your famous brother? Says Rosie Lupio. Uh,
Yeah, Lupio.
Lupio. Okay, I don't know who Lupio is. I'm sorry. Rosie says I'm overspiced. I mean, Rory. She says I'm overspiced. Yes, you are, Rory. That's great. Uh,
That's funny.
Alyssa Ashley, Heather was born spicy. There you go.
Yes, I was, baby.
Yeah, spicy 24/7.
I love you.
Ford,
That's one of my songwriting besties. She helps me
yeah,
write
Oh,
songs.
great, great. I mean, we're going to listen to some more here in a bit. Ford Muscle Luis 97 says, "Hi Heather, what's up?" From California,
Hi.
Rosie says there's a debate. Old Tejanos love the band, and the new
mm,
generation appreciates entertainment and dancing. This is true, and I
There you
feel
go.
I do know of a lot of older Tejanos that are starting to accept the fact that they'd rather have a show because, and I,
correct.
what, and I don't want to sit there and lay claim that I've changed anybody's mind or anything. Please don't say. I'm not saying that. However, I've talked to a lot of people that have approached me and with the whole band concept that you have to have a band in order to be an artist and all this other stuff. And I said, let me ask you this: do you know who Fabian Torres is? And they wouldn't
No.
tell me. Do you know who Balú Munoz is? And they wouldn't tell me. The reason they don't know these people is because they're musicians and they're great, fantastic musicians. But the problem is they don't go to see musicians, they go to see the singer.
They do.
That's it. So why are you complaining about a band?
I agree.
There's, just watch the singer anyway. And
I agree.
besides, it drives me nuts anyway because all they're doing is this.
I know. Nobody's watching anyway. You
Yeah,
know, I told my mom the other
anyway.
day, I said, if I ever get a bar gig, I guarantee you I'll be lip syncing. And that's it. Because nobody's paying attention. I'm not going to waste my voice. I'm not.
I think it depends on the venue or your music. Definitely, Rosie. It
Yep.
has a lot to do with it.
Yep.
I know Shelly, she used a lot of
If they're not paying me,
lot of,
I'm
lot
not
of
singing.
tracks. Yeah, well, Shelly uses a lot of tracks for her keyboard parts.
A lot of people use tracks and a live band because you have to, if you're a big artist like Stephanie Montiel and Shelly, you know, people are going to expect you to sing with a band because it looks, for Shelly and Stephanie, it's going to look weird to be up there just singing with a track. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but no,
People like me or, you know, Jenny B or, you know, anybody else who's who's just getting started in Tejano music, singing with a track is totally normal because even pop stars do that.
I
You know
think,
what I'm saying?
yeah, I think the problem is that what people don't understand is uh,
So you got
uh,
to pay them. You got to pay the band,
Yeah, for sure.
and no, and a lot of people don't want to pay you to perform. They don't want to pay you what your price is. You know what I
So let
mean?
me ask
And
you, Heather, going back to fanfare this year, are you at least going to go out and
I wanted to
network
go to
and
the gala. You know what
hmm
I'm saying?
yes,
But
yes.
I am actually a animal activist here in San Angelo, Texas, and there's
Okay.
a lot going on here right now. Our city just they just euthanized a bunch of dogs without telling anybody, and that's another thing that I do is I'm very vocal about animal rights and animal, that kind of stuff. And there's a lot going on here, and I have a lot of things going on in my own personal life that
Mhm,
I'm not gonna be able to just go to fanfare. You know what I'm saying? I wish I could.
mhm,
That was what I was hoping last year that I could do. Um, this year, but I there's just so much going on, and when you're an activist and when you're doing all this stuff, you know what I'm saying? You can't just, have the luxury of going to San Antonio and I wish I could. I feel it makes me mad that I can't. But because I wish I could be there. I want to meet, all these amazing
yeah.
internet radio personalities that have been playing my music for the past year. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
come
But
on.
unfortunately, I won't be able to. But I have done a lot of interviews recently, so I've been trying to make
Good.
it up to them. I do wish I could see them because one thing I can tell you about me is I may be a diva, but I know that without the DJs and without the promoters and without the listeners, that I'm nothing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
My music, well, I'm not nothing, but the
Right.
music is just never going to be. It doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I appreciate and I uh, give my respect to those people because those are the ones that make us. You know what I
Yeah, and
mean?
absolutely. And I truly, truly believe in networking because honestly, that's
Me
how I
too.
met DJ Indio. And that's
Yeah.
how T2M podcast came about is me networking. I went to the Vegas Tejano takeover, went there by myself, and I said, the only reason I'm
Wow.
going is to network. And I did. And I met him, and it was, from then on we created this podcast and it's been the best thing. And that's how you get people to start learning who you are, what you're about, what your vision is
And
for
it's so
your
true
place
because
on
I
the
saw your
Tejano.
video last year. When you were
Yeah.
at the Vegas
Hmm.
takeover, and
Yeah.
yeah, and I was like, who is this Barbie chick?
I think
And
that's
then
that's how I got the name too. Like, who's this
who's
Barbie
this
chick?
Barbie chick?
I love
Who
it.
she think she is?
I ran with that name.
We love it, and you know it's so cute and it's so fitting. You know what I mean? Because you
Yeah.
are adorable, and
Thank you.
you have that positive energy, and I love that because that's what we need. That's
Yeah,
what we
for
need. We need
sure.
more of Barbie chick. We
Definitely.
need
And
more
So
of you. You need to do more other than just a podcast. You need to do more because you're
she's
one of those people that we want to see.
I'm
got,
trying. I'm
she,
trying.
yeah, she's got show off promotions where
Uh-huh.
she helps elevate the Latin community there in
Love
Houston,
it.
which is really really awesome. And that's one of the things that I really appreciate about Barbie. That she goes out into the community, she's doing her thing, and she's promoted bands like she did with her birthday and everything else. And
Mhm.
it's just so wonderful to be associated with somebody who's doing so much good in her community.
Yes.
And kudos to you, sweetheart. I really do
Thank
appreciate you.
you.
I know I don't
I
say
was
it
so
enough.
excited to meet her finally because I kept
Yeah.
saying, and then some of the interviews that you would do, if she wasn't there, it was, it was either just you or there was another people filling in. But I was like, it's not the same. It's just not the same without the Barbie.
Oh
Well, thank you
no,
for
no.
having
Actually,
me.
I have two shows. I have one on Monday.
Yes.
That's with
He does.
that's with Hilda.
Mhm.
That's Hilda's my host for that one.
Oh, I
And
love Hilda too,
yeah,
and I have to be on her show. We actually, I was supposed to do hers yesterday, but because we had to reschedule, I said, look, Lawrence and I have been trying for like 2 years.
yeah.
I said, so we're gonna have to reschedule. I'm sorry. Don't be mad at me.
Rosie
So,
says you speak good English, Heather. So that's
Oh,
cool.
thank you.
so Heather, do
Real quick,
you own any animals?
Oh my God, yes. I have so many. I have like 7 cats and
Wow.
but I have them split up because we have two um well, we basically have two houses on one lot. So
Oh, okay.
uh in one lot I have four, and the other one I have three. In one house I have three. So we split them up. But yeah, they kind of have their own house, the three that are in the back. That's my she
Uh-huh.
shed, and they literally have taken over.
Love that.
But yeah, I help with the Hands of Mercy Cat Sanctuary here
Oh,
in San
okay.
Angelo. That's one of the best things about San Angelo is the cat sanctuary because she heals, she saves, she does God's work for the
Oh,
animals.
that's
And I
that's
love it.
cool.
And
That's cool.
yeah, Hands of Mercy. If you're listening, I love you.
He says, I love your confidence, your energy. I mentioned Linda Ronstadt because she is Mexican and very educated in music.
Thank
Uh,
you. I
Alyssa,
love Linda.
Alyssa Ashley says, we love Houston. By the way, she mentioned earlier that it's very, performing live is always risky for sure. Felipe Leal, how are you doing, my good friend?
Hi,
He says,
Felipe.
saludos, everyone.
Hello,
And
Felipe.
after his show, he's putting something together. Hopefully, I can help him out with that. He's got a great deal of experience.
You
By
have
the
a lot of work to do, Indio,
way, I always work, sweetheart.
because you soon we're gonna be working together. So you better get all your energy ready because you already know it's gonna be crazy.
Rosie says we need more girl DJs. Yes, we do,
I
and
agree.
I do open the door to a lot of DJs. I have some females coming in, and
Can I
hopefully,
ask Barbie something?
go ahead.
Yeah.
Barbie,
Yes.
is that all you?
What? My hair?
Is that yeah?
Oh yeah, it is. I get
Is it
a lot of
really?
I get a lot of compliments
Wow.
on my
I'm
hair.
so jealous. It's beautiful. It's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Did you
Thank
see
you. Thank you.
the volume of her hair?
I know. I'm like, hello.
You
I've
know
been
I
what?
love
doing
it.
big hair for a long time. I'm only 4'8", so
Yeah,
I have to have big hair.
So I'm a
yeah,
whole foot taller than you.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
She's
I'm
yeah she's
little.
I'm
tiny.
taller. I think I'm taller than Indio too because last time I saw him, I was like, hello.
You are. It was at the Stephanie Montiel concert. That's where you
Yes,
saw
it
it.
was.
Yeah. Priscilla
Hmm.
Cruz says, beautiful inside and out. There's a compliment for sure.
Hi,
Uh,
Priscilla.
Chrissy E says, Barbie, I'll be heading to Houston April 4th through 6th. So be watching
Who's
for
that?
her.
Yes,
Uh,
Chrissy?
Chrissy E, of
Chrissy
course.
E. Yes,
Yay!
we got to hook up. We got to drink.
Rosie says, oh
Houston's
my
gonna
God,
love you, girl.
the cat whisperer.
The cat
She loves her cat.
The cat whisperer, the cat screamer,
That's
Mercy
funny.
Perez says, hello. Hello.
crazy cat lady.
Crazy cat lady.
The higher the hair, the closer to heaven.
Exactly, and I need all the
Yeah,
help
That's
I
and
what
can
Dolly
get.
always says.
all that hairspray helps to rip a hole in the ozone, so it's all better for us.
Well, you know what? All that matters is that our hair looks good, okay? That's what
That's
Dolly Parton said.
right. That's right.
Forget the world. I'll be dead when it dies.
Yeah, I don't give. I
True
forgot we
story.
can't cut it. I don't care.
Right. So let's go ahead and take a listen to another one of your songs. I can't believe we just said that out loud.
What are we gonna listen to? I
We're
do
gonna listen
care.
to
We
Baja La
really
Luna.
do care.
One of my favorite songs of yours is Baja La Luna. I love the construction. I love the
Thank
mixing
you.
and the editing of this song. It's very clean. It's very clear.
Thank
I love
you.
it. It's mastered really, really good. Your engineer,
Oh my
your sound
God.
engineer.
Can I just let me just stop real quick because the fact that you said that
Mm.
is like such a compliment. You know,
Well,
it
thank you.
really is because I know you and I know how you are and you're very picky and you hear
Yes,
things
he is. Yes, he
and
does.
I'm like, yes, thank you for saying that. Okay,
Mhm.
thank
You
you.
bet.
I really do
And
appreciate that. And
that's why I asked you where are you recording at, because it's very well
me,
put together.
it's me.
Yeah, it's very well put together, and it sounds really, really good.
I put it
Actually,
together. I recorded it. I mixed it and I produced it myself along with my friend George, who helped me perfect the vocals.
yeah. Who was I talking to? It was a couple of weeks ago. I was talking to somebody in the business, and I think it was Michael Salgado. We were talking about how easy it is now. One of the problems we have with music is that it's easier now to produce your own music at home. And just
Mhm.
because you can doesn't mean you should, because uh, you lack the experience. And
Exactly.
if you're not paying attention to all the little things, then
Mhm.
you're gonna mess it up. And
Yep.
Right.
just because you can doesn't mean you should. And
Exactly.
not everybody has that talent, but it's this one's very clean. I love the way it came out, and it's my favorite song that you put out so far.
Thank
Not
you.
that the other ones are bad. Don't put that in my mouth.
Oh, I know they're not.
I
It's
like
all
them
right.
all.
I know.
Stop it. I like them all. It's just that this one is the one that I love. Of all of your songs who you put out so far, this one's the one that's the number one for me.
Thank
And
you.
by the
Thank
way,
you.
it's still doing very, very well on the radio station. So
Thank you. And you know what? I had to say that this one is a little bit different from the others because there's a lot more going on as far as vocally as for vocals. There's a lot of layers. There's a lot of stacking. There's a lot of like harmonies that like they're so important, but they're so subtle. Some of them, you know what I
mm,
mean? And so that's the thing about me is that I listen. I'm the same way. I'll put my headphones on and I hear everything. And if
mm,
something
Mm.
makes me uncomfortable, like if I cringe at my own song, I have to go back and fix it
yeah.
because
Mm.
that means that somebody else might cringe. You know what I'm saying?
No,
So
no,
I
and
love the fact that you like, you noticed that, and thank you for that because a
Yeah.
lot of people don't know.
oh yeah, no, you have to. Well, I don't know if you've watched my show before. You better watch my show. No,
Oh, come on. You know
but
I have.
I always hear the music first. Uh,
Yes, he does.
Mm,
since I'm not a native speaker of Spanish, I have to translate it first. So I always pay attention to the music and the different variations of what's going on. If it has a pre-chorus, a lot of people don't you put that in there, and I pick up certain things and how they do it. And I do pay attention to a lot of things. Actually, as a matter of fact, in Las Vegas this year or this past year,
Mm.
um, I gave the cheat that oh gosh, Chente Barrera, he has a little cheat on how he starts his rolls, and he thought he was the only one that noticed it. And I was like, no, no, dude. Oh, his son is the only one that noticed it because the son hears him practice all the time. And I was
Mhm.
like,
mhm.
no, you have this little thing. That's how I know who you are. And he's just like, man, you do listen. I was like, well, I don't have a choice. I don't know what the hell they're saying. So it's just,
Yeah, you have to.
so,
That's
but
how my
no,
dad learned English.
huh? I'm sorry.
My dad learned English by listening to country music.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
that's cool.
cool.
So you can learn a language by listening, you know what I'm saying? And that's awesome. It's true.
Yeah,
And I am a Mexican, I'm sorry, I am a Spanish. My first language was Spanish.
mhm,
Okay.
So for me, when I sing in Spanish, I'm connecting to myself, my inner child, you know what I mean? And so even if the song is about love, it's like there's this innocence about it that I don't actually vibrate with on a day-to-day basis
no,
Mm.
because, I'm a spicy girl, but that innocence that comes through in my music is something that it comes from somewhere else. You know what I mean? It comes
mhm,
from a
Mm.
different part of me, a different experience. And I, as a spiritual person who knows that we are multidimensional beings, um, I understand it, but I don't think a lot of people do. You know what I'm saying? And it's almost spiritual and it's emotional, it's everything. So music is it's just such an embodiment of everything that we've been through. So Bajo la Luna was an experience that I had when I was in love with somebody, and he was beautiful, and we were under the full moon, and it was what it needed to be, and that's what it was. And I wrote the song thinking about that moment that happened like 10 years ago. You know what I mean?
Mm.
mhm.
Mm.
Because you have to draw from life experience to write good music. And I
Oh,
already
Yeah.
knew that if I could tap into that um, e- relationship that I was in my early 20s, where I was just crazy in love, that I could write some really good
Mm.
songs. And
oh, yeah.
that's what I did.
Write what you know.
Yes,
Write what you know. It's easier and then it's compelling because everybody is going through the same thing that you go through.
yeah, it's true.
And different aspects and different times of their life.
Correct.
It's a great song. Let's go ahead and take a listen to Baja la Luna from the one and only Heather. Heather, and I'm here with the Barbie chick, and I'm in the right here on Q Radio. good. Very good.
Very
Yes.
good.
Very good. Like I said, it's very well placed together and it's clean. And one of the key things whenever I tell artists, when you send any music, it has to have two things. It has to be produced by industry standards and it has to have an ISRC code. Industry
Hmm.
standards just means that just because you can raise the volume to peak, it doesn't have to be. And
It doesn't have to be.
no, actually not. Because if you do, what happens is when we play it here and you play it at your system, you can always turn it down. But if you put it
Right.
at peak and then you send it out and the radio plays it, the person that's listening to it, whether it's on your phone or in the car, if it's if it's already peaked out, it doesn't matter
Mhm.
what volume they have, it's going to distort and it's going to
Yeah,
sound. And that's
exactly. Because they're putting
why.
it out at that frequency. And
Yeah.
so, yeah, and that's kind of what I always try to pay attention to. There are songs where I have so much going on in them. That one was really hard because I had a lot going on in it, a
Mhm.
lot of vocals, a lot of instruments that I had to really work on the mix. Like it was hard. It was a lot of work, and people don't see that because, you know, you just hear what's put out there and you don't know all the hard work that goes into it. But I appreciate when somebody can actually hear that and you know what I'm saying, and acknowledge it because it's true. And a lot of artists don't do that themselves. You know what I mean?
You, if you double compress it, so compress your vocals and then compress your
Right.
music separately, and then
Hmm.
once you put it in and you do your final master and compress that, that should help out. I
Okay,
just
cool.
say that the way I used to do it back in the day.
Right.
I don't know the new
And
system, so
those
I'm not
tips
gonna lie to you.
actually
I'm
work.
not gonna lie to you, but I
Well,
can listen
actually,
to it.
that
Good
is
try.
still very relevant because even though you're doing things on a computer now,
Mhm.
you can still take that knowledge, obviously, you know what I'm saying, and those tricks and tips, and they still
Definitely.
work.
Where are we gonna see you next?
You're gonna see me on Heather's Hot Topics, baby. I'm
Uh,
working on my own show because
mhm.
you know um, we need more diversity and we need more gossip. No, just kidding. We need more
I,
Tejano news.
yeah, that's.
We
I
need
think Bumper tried.
more. I'm doing this thing where I'm gonna talk about Tejano news because that's obviously, I'm trying to really what I'm doing is I want to bring Tejano back into like the mainstream conversation,
Mhm.
and having somebody like me who's totally different have a show and actually talk about things that are going on in celebrity news, but also in the world. You know what I mean? Like we're gonna try to make it something where everybody can enjoy it. But we have beauty tips. We're gonna have cocktail time. We're gonna have recipes,
I'm
and then
sorry.
we're gonna have everything. Oh, zodiac stuff, like people who like like hot, like Gossip Girl, like the magazine back in the day, where you would go and read your little zodiac sign. We're gonna have that because some people like that, and I like it, so why not?
Yeah, I
I'm
laugh at
calling a shot.
yeah, I laugh at that that gossip thing because it's Bumper had tried it and it was just kind of he's like, no, people get really mad. No, what do they get?
Well, we're
The
not
whole
gonna
other
be like
topic is
messy about it,
well, it's just
because I don't want to get canceled.
yeah, people are people. You know how it is. Felipe says, great job on producing that song. See, I'm not the only one. See.
Thank you.
Hilda Pena says a lot of artists don't know this. It's a good that Lawrence Indio does this. I learned so much from him. Thank you so very much, Hilda. Just, I don't I don't know anything. So Heather Jolene, she claps for you. There you go. And yeah, Chrissy says that yes, can't wait. Definitely. Yeah, that's
Yes. And Chrissy actually she sings a song, the theme song for my show. Um,
oh yeah.
and if you have, I don't know if you do, but Rosie promoted the song, so you should have it. My new show called Heather's Hot Topics. It
Mhm.
comes out in March, mid March will be the first episode, and Chrissy E sings theme song for the show,
Cool.
and it's called Bailaremos Juntos. And
Mm.
so if you have that, I'd love to include that just because, it's well, first of all, I'm a big fan of Krista E, and she's my friend, and
Sure.
she's singing the song to my show. So I would love if you have it,
I
maybe
should
feature
I
that,
should have it. Let me see if I
and
can
we
pull
can
it.
say, "Hello, Rosie Allison Promotions."
Uh-huh. Let me
So Barbie, um,
Yes.
there she is.
sorry, I was
No,
playing
no,
with it.
no. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Cuando el sol brille y la luna sonríe, mi corazón late por ti, mi vida. Sabes que el amor es como el viento, con cada respiro quiero sentir tu aliento. Eres mi sol, mi calma y mi risa. Bailaremos en Hawái bajo el atardecer, los dos juntos, nunca deja de querer. Las olas cantan con nuestro latir. Ven, tómame de la mano y vamos a vivir. Traigo café por la mañana, dulce sabor de nuestra vida temprano. Eres la razón de mi mayor alegría. Mi amor, te espero, sabes que eres mi vida. Dame tu mano, juntos avanzamos. Bailaremos en Hawái bajo el atardecer, los dos juntos, nunca deja de querer. Las olas cantan con nuestro latir. Ven, tómame de la mano y vamos a vivir. Bailaremos en Hawái bajo del atardecer, los dos juntos, nunca deja de querer. Las olas cantan con nuestro latir. Ven, tómame de la mano, vamos a vivir. Bailaremos en Hawái bajo del atardecer.
Very good song. I love that
Yeah.
song. Yeah, yeah.
I
Christy. That's my girl. I love her.
Yeah,
love her too.
it's a great song, and
It is.
when I first came into the business, I just fell in love with her because she incorporates a lot of Hawaiian aspects to her
Hmm.
music, and just anybody that's growing the music and expanding it in its context. I said this uh, to Sammy Torres. 'Cause she was like, she was worried about, her song has a little bit of 80s influence, and I was like, you have to look at it like a baby. We are not the same size as how we came into this world. It was
Hmm.
80 years old and that size. We first of all, we wouldn't be top of the food chain for sure. But the deal is that we grow. We have to change in order to grow to be the people that we are. And that means everything has to grow, that we incorporate ourselves. Our understanding of God has changed from 1500 years ago. It's changed from 10 years ago. Our understanding of the planets, our understanding of food, our understanding of how our body works, the
Hmm.
understanding of physics and science and math, all of that has changed. It's always progressed. I speak Latin. Latin is a dead language because it never progressed. Okay. The languages that derived from Latin they've progressed because they're constantly changing. And that's what we need to do, is change and move on. Those that want to keep the hound music the same, that's the I call those
That's
the
where that's where Tejano goes to die,
well, that's the Motown people. Okay, those are the Motown people. The
and they're
Motown.
gonna die, and that's what happens. The older generation is in charge of all of this stuff, and then when they pass away, who's gonna be? You know what I'm saying? Where are
Yeah,
the new generation? What's
where's the
happening?
yeah what happened? There's no more Smokey Robinson. There's no more the Supremes. There's no more Marvin Gaye. All of
Right.
those have gone the way of the dodo.
Mhm.
And who has replaced them? No one has replaced them. You can't replace Anita
No.
Baker. I mean, you cannot replace
Aretha
them.
Franklin.
Aretha Franklin. You can't replace them. But we have better options now than we did back then. And even Barbie's here to attest to, to witness. I used to say, women have taken over Tejano music, but that's not true. And I admit
Nope.
my fault. I admit my fault
Right.
in that. That
Good.
women
We're
are
just getting
fighting.
recognized.
They should.
They're getting the respect that they deserve.
Yeah.
That
Yep.
is the true. Is
We
the
need
true.
more Tejano. We need more women in Tejano. Period. There's not enough. There's not. It's not enough to get recognition. We need women to be CEOs of radio stations.
Well,
We
that's
need
that's
women to be CEOs of record labels like Shelly Lattis. We can't have only one Shelly Lattis. She can only do so much. You know what I'm saying? There's only one that she's a producer, she's an artist, but do you think that we're all gonna go to her? You know what I'm saying? Where is everybody else? Like, come on, y'all, let's make this
yeah.
happen.
No,
I'm
no.
sorry, but that's what I'm trying to do. You know what I mean? And that's why I think a lot of these newer artists, we're bold, and we don't we're not afraid. You know what I'm saying? And we don't care what anybody says. We don't care what the older people say. We don't care what the kids say. Because I'm not a kid. I'm 40 years old. You know what I mean?
Mm,
And I'm not an older person either. So I'm grown, and I'm going to say what I want to say, and so are my
Mhm.
people. The people in my generation don't are not going to sit there and stay quiet. That's why we have people like Chrissy E, who says, "I'm married to a Hawaiian man. I love the Hawaiian culture. I have a
oh yeah.
Hawaiian crown because my husband's a Hawaiian king, and guess what? I'm going to use that in my music because it inspires me because it's
Mhm.
about love, and love inspires music, and
Yeah.
love is music. You know what I mean?
Well,
And
and
if
also
people would just be more open-minded instead of staying is stuck in 1900, we would have so much more going on for the Tejano world.
and
Yeah.
also on top of that, the thing is that there is change, and it is happening. I think
So,
the thing is that people are hypersensitive to small little things because those are the
it's true.
common things that are constantly going on. I remember uh, uh, my son said to me, "Man, there's a lot of white trucks," and I never paid attention to it. And then for like 6 months, all I saw was damn white trucks everywhere. They were always
Your
there.
son, David?
Yes, they were always there. But the thing is that then I became hyper vigilant about white trucks. Women have always been in Tejano. They just never got the recognition that they
Right.
deserve. They've always been there. They just were never given the opportunity. They deserve
Right.
the opportunity. There are women
Always.
coming in. There are some amazing people, that sing just amazingly. I'm a huge fan of Monica Saldivar.
Mhm.
I'm with
Rap.
with
Shelly
with
Lattis. We,
Sha-
we, we promote her. She's
uh,
amazing.
I'm with Joanna Ray, Jenny B. I mean, all of these are accomplished vocalists, that are great. You
I
yourself.
really haven't heard I really haven't heard Joanna Ray or Jenny B, their music as a singer. I don't really know them, their
Mhm.
music or anything like that, so I can't comment on that. But I know that there's a lot of singers that have that type of talent, like
But
Savannah
oh yeah, we've
Boston.
got
Mhm.
You
Savannah.
know what I mean?
Yeah,
We've got Savannah. We've got people like Lavmachi, who's been in the
yeah.
business for a
Mhm.
very long time, who
Mhm.
has actually been um, behind a lot of the newer hits. That she
Yeah.
doesn't sit there and try to get all the attention, but she produced them. You know what I mean? And
Oh, and
that's what
she's a
I'm trying
great
to say is that
musician.
there's women
She's
that have this talent and this amazing. Um, they're almost magical. You know what I'm saying? And I
I,
have to say, it's different than when men do it. It really is. I'm not trying to say that men
Mhm.
don't aren't as good, but there's a special magic that when women do it, there's no touching it.
yeah, this is true, and very very true. But you said something that's very relevant. You know, I've
Yes,
had to answer this question a lot, because I've had people tell me, "Well, there's no new artist. There's no new artist in your
they're
world
not listening.
because
They're not paying
in your
attention.
this is what you're listening to, and you don't venture
Mhm.
outside of your playlist, and you're not making an effort to listen to other things. I get 100,000 listeners a month on my radio station from 132 countries because they want something that's different,
Mhm.
because new artists know if they send me their music, if it's the what I requested from them, it will be heard. Because and Patricia and I, we firmly believe that music, good music, it just needs to be heard. We
Yep.
don't
Yes.
dictate. We don't dictate who gets to hear what. We only say send us in, fit these two criteria, and it'll be heard, because it's not up to us, it's up to our listeners. They're the ones that decide. Let's go real quick to Felipe Leal. Says on Saturday night, Gabriela will be doing her Selena Experience show in Katy, Texas. Hope to see some of y'all,
Cool.
y'all there to support. I will be filming it in case you can't make it. By the way, Felipe has a YouTube
Is
channel.
that who's that? Who's doing that? Gabriella? Who's Gabriella? I want to know.
Gabriela Martinez, she won new
And that's
artist.
the girl
New
that's
new
from
female
the
artist. Yeah.
Philippines.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, no,
See,
she's
I'm sorry. I love her and she's talented, but I would love for the Tejano Awards to give it to Tejano artists, people that were born here. You know what I mean? That's my opinion. She's great. She's an amazing artist, but to me, that's a slap in the face. Savannah should have won that. Somebody who's from Texas should have won that.
well, I don't have a say so either way in
Oh,
it,
I know, but I'm
but
saying it because people are watching. Hello.
yeah, that's fine. I mean, I did.
That's from Heather. That's not from Lawrence. Don't get
Oh,
it twisted, y'all.
I do think that
I don't know. It should have been
Savannah
like a Latin award or something. I don't know.
Savannah just her music last year was just insane. You
Her
know,
music deserved a Grammy
oh yeah,
nomination. And she
she
had an album, not an EP.
right.
Gabriella was nominated with an EP. That makes no sense.
Yeah, it was really really. I mean,
Yeah,
the
an
whole thing
EP.
was just amazing. It was,
Siempre Selena. Oh wait, Siempre Gabriella. Okay.
yeah. I'm so glad you're
Well,
doing.
congratulations, girl.
Tejano.
I mean, you're doing your thing.
Erica says, "I'm so glad you're doing Tejano. I always knew you were going to become
I
a
know, girl, because
star."
she taught me how to dance a cumbia. She's amazing. I love her. I love her.
You know what, Erica? Do you remember doing salsa lessons? We did salsa lessons a couple of times, so it was pretty cool.
My dad and her father, they worked together for more than 30 years. I've known her for a very long time. I'm telling everybody my age. No.
Vic Gonzalez says, "Hello, how are you doing, Vic? We just talked about
Hi,
the
Vic.
radio gala, but let me go ahead and remind people once again: the radio gala will be in San Antonio, and it will be on Thursday. Again, if you are a new artist or you perform in a band, if you are a new band, or even if you are an established artist and you want to go and get your product out there, there's a ton of radio stations are going to be in one location. It's easy for you. You can talk to all of them. They're going to be radio stations from out of Texas, Arizona, New Mexico. The people that put the huge Hispanic Fest in Milwaukee, I think. I don't remember. It's up north. It's really really big. Go out there and get the interviews. I'll be there with my whole setup. Barbie knows it's a big setup. And oh my gosh, I did like 32
Are y'all
interviews.
both gonna be there?
Are
I'm
you going?
really trying. I have a
Yeah.
young one, so I have an eight
And
year
there's a
old
lot
daughter.
of good. Oh, well, God, I wish I could be there. I really do. I know there's gonna be people from New Mexico, like Dina
Mhm.
Madrid from
Yeah.
KDNA. Um,
Yeah,
there's gonna
sure.
be some.
Yeah,
I
there's
wish
going
I
to be
could go and meet
a lot
people,
of
but
radio stations. Yeah.
yeah, I wish I could be there. I really do. It makes me sad that I can't be there.
I'm
I
trying to get
probably
there because
will
I don't like
be
leaving
there.
Indio by himself.
Yeah. And
2026, Barbie and I will be.
well, you're always welcome to join me. You can sit in the back seat, or help me drive. We'll go down there together. Corrado
I'll
Lopez
be
says,
the
"What's up, Indio?
the
Hey, B."
map person.
I'm sorry.
I'll be the one holding the map and all that,
Oh, no, I
or
have
the
G.
phone. You know.
Yeah, yeah, people. You know what? I've had a lot of artists that I go and do these interviews and stuff like that, and they go, "Why does your car beep?" And because it's a hybrid. You know, the
Oh, you have
gas
the fancy car.
the gas engine doesn't start until it hits 45 miles an hour. It's all
Mm-hmm.
electric.
Mm-hmm.
And then even when it's on the freeway, when I put it in cruise control, it uses the electric engine and inertia until it slows down to 15% from what the speed is. And then the gas engine will rev up and then it'll go back to electric. So when I put in a full tank of gas,
I
I can
don't.
go like 500 miles
I
or
don't know anything
something.
about cars.
Well,
I'm
I
so
mean,
confused right now.
yeah. Well, the one thing is, if I fill up my tank, a 10-gallon tank, I can go about 500 miles in it.
Oh
And
wow.
most cars can
Yeah,
only go
he's a
200.
hybrid.
Yeah.
So we need to get a hybrid. We all need to get a hybrid.
Well, it's well, at the time it cost me 65,000. It's
Well, maybe we all can't get those because.
just. But I love my car. I'll tell you what. I was second guessing it. I didn't know if it was worth it, but you know what? It's saved me so much in gas, and it's completely reliable. If it runs out of gas, let's say I'm driving it going to San Antonio, if it runs out of gas, it still goes 110 miles on the electric battery alone.
Wow.
Wow.
So, okay. So then next year I'm going with you because I'm just gonna hide in your trunk or something. I don't know.
Hide, sit in the back seat. I mean, you're
Hey, you can put me on the top of the car.
no, you can sit in the back seat, Miss Daisy.
Yeah, Miss Daisy. There you go.
Miss
Mm.
B says hello, Miss Barbie. By the way, Borrado, he needs your music for sure. But B is a
Oh, hi,
great
Borrado.
he's a
¿Cómo
great
estás, hijo?
he's a great DJ there in Houston.
Borrado.
He's a guy. He's
He's
what
in
I
Houston
do.
too, right?
He's from
Yes.
Houston. He
Yep.
plays it, and he's great. He's a great barometer on music.
Yeah, he's. I like him. He's nice.
He tells me if it's a good song or a bad song. He'll tell me, "Hey, man, this one rocks," and bro, this one cleared the floor. And
Mm.
that's a better measurement to me whether it's good or bad.
It's
And
like Dwayne Medell in Tejano AM in Michigan.
mm,
He does all the Tejano events there, and he gets people dancing. He sends videos to us, like the rap artists or anybody that he's friends with. He'll send us videos of people dancing to their music because he plays it at his gigs.
yeah.
He plays our music at his gigs, and we love DJs that do that because that's how somebody at the club is going to be exposed
Right.
to this song or a new artist. You know what I mean? So the DJs are so important. I always say, every DJ matters, whether you're playing at a house party, a club, a bar, a strip club, I don't care. You matter,
Mhm. That's
and we love you, and we love you for playing our music.
Yeah, definitely. So if you ever come across Jolene at the store, just remember to slide that tip on her hip. No, sorry. I used to be a DJ at a strip club, so that's all I know. That's what I used to tell
Well,
people.
let me tell you one thing. I wasn't a stripper, but no, I'm just kidding.
Don't even
Never
start.
mind. Let's
Oh
not
my
go there.
God, Barbie, you are so gorgeous, Barbie. B reminds us that yes, Indio is on Roku, so Tejano Connects. Go ahead and check it out. We are live, by the way. You
Yes.
have video on demand where you can flip through the videos there and you can see what shows you have. And right now we are on live. All of my shows that are on Cuba Radio, they go live on the radio, on the TV show, and also on the radio station. Plus also the 7 social medias that are on there. By the way, if you're listening to us on Mix, uh, your chat works, so you can start chatting if you want. I'm sending in comments if you want. So tell us, Indio, happy birthday! Oh, happy birthday! Indio sang me happy birthday. I fell asleep. A la loco.
Wait, whose birthday is it?
It was Borrados a while back. So
Oh,
he said, "Hi, Miss Heather."
happy
So
belated.
yeah, but he's a great person. But anyway, going back to
Yes.
you. You got the show that you're fixing to put together so that we can go on the air. And if they want
Yes.
to get a hold of you, how can we get a hold of you?
You can get a hold of me through Rosie Allison Promotions.
but he's a great person.
Oops, sorry.
That was her phone.
Sorry.
She's a great person. Yes, Rosie is a great person.
Uh-huh.
We have so you can get a hold of me through Rosie, RosieAllisonPromotions.com. You can get a hold of me on Instagram, on Facebook, on TikTok. That's pretty much Facebook is probably the best bet. If you're interested in getting my music or having me perform somewhere, or whatever, just
Do you,
yeah, Facebook is the place that you can probably
did
get a
you
hold of me.
do you have merch?
I have merch and I have a link somewhere on my Facebook there, but I'll
Yeah.
post it. Yeah, we made the merch. We didn't make the merch. We designed the merch
Uh-huh.
and we posted it and stuff, and we had a few orders, but that was about it. But then
It,
I did
it,
I stopped posting it because the person that was helping me make them got sick. So I just kind of was like, well, I'll wait until they get better. You know what I mean? Because I'm one of those people like when I agree to something with somebody, I try to work with them even if like something happens. I'm that person because I have my own health issues that I deal with. And
mhm.
so if there's a time where I just literally can't be there, people just have to understand. You know what I'm saying? Because I have there's health issues that I deal with, and I understand that as somebody you know uh, who's dealt with that their whole lives. I'm not gonna sit there and fire somebody for not being able to work. You know what I mean? So as far
No,
as merch goes, we're still getting there, but you can message me on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and you can find my music on iTunes, Apple Music, Amazon Music, Spotify, YouTube Music, all the digital platforms, basically.
um, it's fixed to be it's about time for you to go,
Yeah.
Patricia. Patricia.
You
Yeah.
might turn into a pumpkin. Hello.
Yeah, she.
Well, I'm actually promoting something tonight. Well, I'm going to be out there tonight at Winters in Pasadena. They have Los Deuses performing live. It is a after party for the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo barbecue
Ooh.
cook-off that is going on. That started today, so it's one of the first after parties, and I'm going to go out there.
Well,
And
that's why you look all pretty and stuff.
what else do you have going on this weekend, sweetheart?
So the major thing right now that's going on in Houston is the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo Barbecue Cook-Off. It has millions of people that go through there. All the after parties will be out here in the Houston area, Pasadena area. And then we also have Mardi Gras that's going on. We have the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo Parade that's going on in downtown Houston. The Mardi Gras Parade that's going in Galveston. So, I mean, there's just so much going on this weekend. And, your girl's going to be out and about.
Real quick, Red Rodriguez says congratulations, Barbie. So
Thank you.
Rick
Congratulations.
Rodriguez, by the way, he says, "Hey, how's everybody doing tonight?" Saludos from Rick. Rick from Tejano TV and Tejano
Hi,
to
Rick.
in the house. Tejano to the Bone, one of the best radio stations out there. Give me your digit. I mean, give me your info that you want to go ahead and share, brother. I'll put it. I'll bring it up. But yeah, thank you very much for Tejano TV and Tejano to the Bone.
Yep. I
Great job.
believe that on TV and I will be working on something in the future.
Yeah, I think they're awesome. It's great that they
Yep.
are out here. I don't see other shows as competition. I see them as friends. The only way we can level up is together.
That's how it has to be.
That's the way it has to be. Barbie, thank you so very much for joining us. Girl, go ahead and go to your show so that way you can start
Thank
setting
you,
up.
Barbie. I had so much fun finally meeting you and
It was
talking to
nice
you.
meeting you too. I can't wait to see you in person. Thank you so much.
I know. I can't wait
Bye,
to meet
everybody.
you.
Yeah,
Bye.
and so we'll go ahead and continue this show. I'm sorry, sweetheart.
Okay.
We're going to continue without you. So bye.
It's all
So
right.
yeah, it's fine. She's a sweetheart, like I said, and I just enjoy having her on the show. But like I said, she promotes, and that's the good thing. She promotes.
She's
And she-
great. And we see her all over Facebook and TikTok and everything. She's doing her thing.
yeah, she's definitely. Let's see here. There we are. Okay, so I'm not like my whole face in there. B says NDO is my former job. Yeah, that's it. No, so Yeah, you moving forward, starting this show. Are you planning on doing anything? Any tours or anything else? You planning on being
Um, I'm
anywhere?
per- I am planning on releasing an album at the end of the year, uh, probably in September, October. I have a few songs. Well, I have my singles that I've put out, and then I have a lot of music that I've already worked on that I'm still mixing and mastering, and just tweaking and adding vocals, adding harmonies, adding all this, the stuff that we do behind the scenes. And I'm excited about it. I have the show coming up too. That's going to be sooner. That's going to be in March. Heather's Hot Topics.
Hmm.
So, that's going to be something big. It's going to be something that I've been wanting to do for a while. And I'm excited about it because I'm going to highlight Tejano music. It's going to be kind of celebrity news, that kind of vibe, but it's going to bring a lot of Tejano artists and events to the upfront. I'm gonna sit there. I want to promote those events and those artists and those shows and those podcasts. All of my show is all about promoting people,
Hmm.
promoting other businesses, promoting other artists, promoting other um, shows, promoting promoters even.
Yeah, no, most
So
definitely.
for me, yeah, it's all about that, and that's what it's really about. And I have two people. I have a makeup artist, and I have um, somebody who makes cocktails, like people that are going to be teaching us how to make recipes, people that are going to do all kinds of life hacks, and that's what my thing is about. It's about making life easier.
Yeah,
So that's what my show is going to be, and entertaining too.
definitely. That's great. B says that DJs need to support other DJs. Hell, Indio supports other DJs. Thank you very much, brother. This is
It's
true. I
true.
do. I do.
NDO does support other DJs and many artists as well. A
I
lot
try.
of us,
I,
if it wasn't for Indio, we really wouldn't even have any idea about how to get anything going. Or you have a lot of people have learned from you, and that's something that needs to be acknowledged. And we appreciate that. I appreciate it. I know
I'm just a guy. Just
I know you always say that.
I'm just a guy. I mean,
Hey, don't be so modest.
I'm just some guy. Sometimes I don't know. I mean, I just, I just do what I
I
can.
don't think people realize how much of a difference or how much they can influence um, anybody or even a whole group of people. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm. Yeah.
And I think you're one of those people. I don't think you realize that
Well,
that you can, you've inspired a lot of people. So I
well,
appreciate you having me on the show. You know what I'm saying? And
you
being
would have
one
been
of
on
those people.
sooner. No, just kidding.
I should have been on sooner. I know. But maybe now that I'm on here, you're thinking, God, what was I thinking?
Rosie said, I mean, Rick says, Rosie sent your music already, so I'll be playing it on my show, Tejano, to the
Awesome.
bold.com. Uh,
Yay. Thank you.
hey, Rick, what time is your show so that way I can go ahead and tell the people when to go and check out
Yes,
your
tell
show?
us.
Yeah, let us know so that way we'll be able to share that with you. I need to get some of your merch in DO. I sent you my merch, brother. I did. The first time it came back to me, we already talked about that, but I did send it out. I did send it out to you, bro. You'll be getting it. Hopefully, you'll get it soon. Because he does so much for me, I don't want him to pay for it. I just sent it to him. Erica Garcia, Lawrence is a cool guy. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. I hope I am, but no, actually, I have a fan on that makes me cool. Just kidding.
You're pretty cool.
So let's go ahead and take a listen to another one of your songs. Quiero Saber is a great song. Give me a little bit of background on that song.
Quiero Saber came from a place of insecurity
Hmm.
in a relationship where I kind of knew it was already over.
Hmm.
And I had to ask him, well, I know that I did what I had to do in the relationship. I was always good to you. I was faithful. I did everything you wanted, took care of you. You know, what's going on? What did I do? What did I do wrong? Like, I want to know. Quiero saber is I want to know if there's any hope for this relationship, basically. And so that's where that song came from. And I wanted to do something fun, but also the message. I always try to like disguise the sadness in the music,
Yeah,
and that's what I did with this one because it's like a fun cumbia, and but it's really about a breakup. It's really about somebody who's desperate to keep the relationship. You know?
no. Well, I mean, that like I said, right? What you know, definitely.
Yeah.
Uh,
And
uh,
I learned a lot from that. From
yeah,
trying to be, everything to someone, you can't be that.
yeah, definitely. Chrissy
So th-
says, yes, we love Lawrence, Indio, Caceres, and Gracie. Thank you so very much, Chrissy. I do love you guys. You guys are awesome. And Rick says his show is at Saturdays, 3 to 6 p.m., tejanotothe.bone.com. Okay, once again,
awesome.
Saturday, 3 to 6 p.m. on tejanotothe.bone.com. Be checking out for Rick Rodriguez's show. It's a great show, so that way you can go and listen to all the Tejano music that he's playing and promoting.
And my new song will be on
And
there.
yeah, and Heather's new song. So that's definitely what the only way we can level up is together. So go and show some love, definitely.
Thank
Uh,
you, Rick.
David Vela says, hello, Indio. Oakland is watching. What's up, Big Daddy? Thank you so very much for being here. The beautiful Alize Nino. Hey, guys.
Alize, my girl. I love you, Alize.
Awesome, Alize.
So
And
talented.
your song is already on the radio playing, and I love it. It's really, really good. I saw the music video. It's really, really good. And
She is one of those young talents that I am so excited
I
to
love her tone,
see.
her
Oh
vocal
my
tone.
God. And she knows music. She knows. I mean, you can ask her to sing anything and she'll do it.
Yeah, she's got a great tone, great personality. Her mom's the sweetest person. You're
Sweetest
doing
person.
awesome, Heather. Keep up the great
Thank
work.
you, baby.
Yeah, she's
Thank you.
great. Let's go ahead and take a listen to Quiero Saber from the one and only Heather Jolene Alcantar. And I'm Indio, and it goes like this.
No sé lo que pasó entre tú y yo, no sé por qué terminar.
Quiero saber. It's very, very good, very catchy,
Thank you.
great tune, great. The pre-chorus is really awesome. So I
Dime por favor, mi amor.
yep,
See,
that's it.
it's funny because when I sing live, I'm so much louder. In the studio, I'm like, Dime por,
They're
because
like,
they make you, well, you know, they tell you to hold back. They tell you to hold back, and that's what
yeah,
I do. Yeah,
Alice.
so in live, I'm like opera, but in the studio, I'm like Britney Spears.
Right. Alize, she says she loves it. She sends hearts and fire. Chrissy E,
Thank you,
obviously claps,
Alize.
claps, claps. And it's good. It's a great song.
Okay, can I just say that now that we're online, now that I'm here and Alize's here,
Mhm.
Alize, please be ready for the day that I come to you for a collaboration
There
because
you go.
I love your voice and your talent and you're young and you're going to keep this genre going. I just know it. So thank you for watching and I'm a big fan of yours.
Yeah, that and she is.
I
She's got a.
love
She's got.
amazing voices.
Yeah, Quiero saber. Great song for me, by the way. It's still Amele Lune. It's still my.
Oh, I
Favorite.
know. That's a lot of people's favorite.
Yeah, Amele
Bajo la
Lune.
Luna.
Yeah, it's in
It's my
French.
favorite too.
I say it in French. So,
How do you say
India,
it?
Amele Lune.
Hamelalu?
Amena la
Amena?
lune. Amena la
Amena
lune.
Lalu?
Uh,
Oh, that's pretty. I like that.
Yeah.
Well, what
Well,
if I sing? You're gonna have to translate it. I might sing it in French now.
it's actually kind of like "Bring Me the Moon."
Right.
Contextually,
Yes.
it's "Bring Me the Moon."
I like that. Okay.
So I mean, translating it to "Ame la
It's
lune."
kind of
I
like
mean,
Spanish and English,
yeah,
you
it's
know,
to get it speaking correctly. I
of
mean,
course.
but you know, I speak 7 languages, and sometimes it's kind of
You're like my uncle. My uncle, he's just like he speaks all these languages, and I'm so jealous because,
it just happened. You know, I had
so
COVID.
smart, and I hate it. No, I'm just kidding.
I had COVID and I was in a hospital in San Antonio for like 10 days. And
Mhm.
so I had Gracie drop off the laptop. And
Sorry.
one day the nurse walked in and I told her, Mortus est vatus. And she looked at me and she's like, "What was that?" And I was like, "I'm teaching myself Greek." She's like, "Why are you teaching yourself Greek?" And I was like, "I don't know. I don't have anything else to do. I'm in a hospital. What am I supposed to do?" She's like, "Who teaches themselves Greek when you're recovering from COVID?" I was like, "Me," because
You do.
it just
I didn't do anything when I was recovering from COVID. I couldn't even breathe.
well, I mean, neither could I. But I was just like, if I'm gonna die, I'm gonna learn something before I die. So
God. I lost my voice. I lost everything when when I got COVID. It was so bad. I mean, we thought I was a goner. We really did. Even my parents were like, "It's okay."
oh
I
wow.
was like, "Mom, if I pass away, are you gonna be okay?" She's like, "Yes,
She's like, "We're gonna be fine. Just go ahead and
we're gonna be fine."
sign
Hey,
here on
just
the insurance paper where I'm
yeah,
putting
just sign
pressure."
right here. It's
Just,
okay.
it's what do you mean? This is $1 million
That's pretty
policy
much what
on my
happened. It's
life.
okay. That's what it is. I mean, that's why you have family, right? For life insurance.
Right. Indio cool t-shirt, how much? Well, this one is actually 20
50
bucks.
bucks.
No, it's $20, but you got one already coming, bro.
Okay.
Alize says, "Let's do it, gorgeous." There you go.
Yay.
I'm
Okay.
ready, and I'm your fan too. See, double
Oh,
plus.
just
Yeah. Hilda says, Alize Nino, hello, how are you doing? And then and Hilda goes, Indio Cáceres is like totally smart. Oh my God. I'm not totally smart. No, no.
he is totally smart.
You
And
know
you know
what?
what, Hilda, you're totally smart too because you're doing a lot of good stuff. I see you're working with CHR Records
Mm.
and promoting, and then you have your Quiero Saber, which, by the way, my song is called Quiero Saber. So maybe we ought to work something out for your show, you know.
Well, I wrote the
But
song.
I am supposed to go on her show too, but we're gonna have to work that out because she's busy, and you know.
I wrote the song for her show.
Oh, the her theme song. Did you really?
Mhm.
What is it called?
I don't know. I just did it.
Oh, hey, it's not Quiero Saber, is it?
No, no, no. It's just a song. I
It's
was
just a
like,
song.
hey,
Okay, cool.
she needed a theme song, and I wanted it catchy, and I wanted it.
And y'all didn't know that there was a Heather song called Quiero Saber.
I did know there was a song. But I didn't want to. I didn't want to trap her into a song. I just needed something that was in there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so,
Yeah, of course. You wanted to do something generic.
mhm, yeah, something that was there. So I didn't play all of the instruments. I only played a couple of.
I love Hilda, and she's. I can't wait to get on her show too because we have we've been trying to get something together for a while too. But since she's so, she's always so busy, and I'm pretty busy myself, so it's always hard to kind of get it. Um, you know, so maybe Lawrence can work that out for us since
I'll do my
Hilda's.
best. He
Yes.
says, "Okay, thank you, sir, and thank you for your service. Thank you so very much. I really do appreciate you, brother." I was like, "Oh yeah." I had to look, and I was like, "Yeah, my cap is on." Yes, absolutely. We will. I'll call you tomorrow. Okay.
Okay.
Is it a
Perfect.
good name or a bad name? No, just kidding. So, what name is she calling me? No,
Well,
definitely. And she says, "Thank you. Thank you. You're so awesome." To you. And by the way, if you do want to get a hold of Heather, she does have like a link tree. It's all of her social media that is stacked there. Um, and I did mention it earlier, but I wasn't able to. I mean, I wasn't able to. I just kind of slipped my mind. We were talking so about all this other stuff. But if you do want to get a hold of her, she does have her link tree where it has a lot of her. I mean, a lot, if not all of her social media links there. So all you have to do is just go ahead and what?
go
Get
and thank
the QR code. Go ahead and click on that QR code. It's going to take you to her social media link, so that way you can get all of her
Let me
links.
scan that real quick.
Yeah, go for it. Oh, go ahead. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
that's all you do. You scan it. Oh, I don't know. I'm not using the phone. It's just it's a prop,
Oh, let's see.
but it's true. You can, and I love that because I've done that before. For your other artists that you've had on here, it works. It
Of course,
works. There you
I know.
go.
I know
That's
what I'm
where you can
doing.
stream all my music.
Yeah, I know it. I know it. Because
Fancy.
I'm I'm a legit person. I like
Well,
to.
like I said, we've all learned from you, so you got to
Now,
keep it fresh and you got to keep it
there's
new and up to date, and that's what it is. People
yeah.
have to know how to scan QR codes nowadays.
Well, it's just for me. It's just so that way, you know, I
It's a good
just,
way to keep track,
yeah. Well, I always strive to have the best show possible, and then make it
and
as
you do amazing.
functional as possible. So, with that being said, we've come to that part of the show where I go ahead and give you the floor, wherever you can send out your shout outs, your thank yous, and let people know whatever it is that you want to know. And be sure that you remind them that you do have the link in your social media stuff. And it is you, just you. And I'm going to go ahead and step out. It goes like this.
Thank you, Lawrence. First of all, thank you so much to Lawrence and Dio for having me. Thank you to the Barbie chick, of course. That was amazing. I finally got to meet her. I want to thank all of my friends, all of my fans, and my family members who came on to interact with us and to spend the evening with us. I appreciate it. We love you. Please remember to always, always love each other, always stand up for yourself, and always remember to be kind. Remember that art is life, music is life. If you want to listen to my music, please scan this code and you'll be able to hear all of my music on all the platforms. There's a lot of links on there, so just scan it and choose whatever link you want. And of course, I want to give a big shout out to Rosie Allison for being the best promoter out there, for being my promoter, for being my friend, for being a big sister to me. Thank you, Rosie, for everything you've done. Rap distributions, rap promotions, all of that. It's just, I wouldn't be able to be here without you. And I want to thank Messy Mary Entertainment, Mary Hopkins, for investing in my music and in my dream and for believing in me. I want to thank my mother and my father for always believing in my dream and for helping me get through life. I want to thank all of the listeners. I want to thank all of the followers for spending tonight with us. I appreciate you. God bless you. Don't forget, Heather's Hot Topics is coming, so please go to Facebook and follow Heather's Hot Topics. We love you. We appreciate you. Have a good night.
So let me get back in here. Hold on. Okay. Uh, I was just reading the comment. Heather Hilda goes, Lawrence is so smart. He knows how many olives to smash or whatever to fill a bottle of olive oil. Like, really? Who knows that stuff besides a DO?
If
It's
anybody knows that it's gonna be Lawrence.
a 1 liter bottle. It takes about 11,000 individual olives.
Jeez. Well, I love olive oil. It's good for everything.
I don't know why I
And
know that, but I do. That's
because you're
that.
a chef.
Did you know? Here, let me give you this one. Did you know that if you had 3,217 bathtubs filled with rice, okay, filled with rice, and one of those rice was red, that's how many grains of rice that you would have to go through in order for you to get all six numbers correct on the lottery, on the mega millions.
So it's almost impossible.
Well, it's possible, but you know it's
Yeah.
just it's a lot. It's a feat. That's
Random
what.
fact of the day. Hey, while I'm on this,
Back in
while I'm
the
here, well, while I'm here with you,
day.
I
Yeah.
want to ask you real quick.
Mhm,
I got this new show coming up next
mhm,
month, and I'm working really hard to get everything going. I would love to get a video drop from you,
mhm,
from the one and only Lawrence and Dio, you
mhm.
know, and uh, that would be an honor. So if you could do that for me, that'd be great. I'm asking you here in front of
What kind
everybody.
of what kind of drop did you want?
Video drop saying, "Hey, I'm Lawrence and Dio from all of these amazing programs and stuff," and say, "Thank you for watching Heather's Hot Topics."
Oh, yeah, that's cool. B says, Miss Heather Jolene Alcantar, what about YouTube? Do you have a YouTube channel?
Yes, ma'am. You can find my music on YouTube Music.
Mhm.
Just type
No, no, no.
in
Do you have a channel?
T2M.
Do you have like a
It's
channel?
on there. It's on there. It's distributed automatically onto YouTube Music, so you can
But
just
you
type
don't
my
have one
name.
that you don't have one
I
that's
have my
just.
own YouTube channel too that I just kind of started. I
Oh,
haven't really done much on it, but you can type in Heather Alcantar, and I've got some Christmas music on there that I did before,
yeah.
and just some stuff on there. But it's just my own channel. But music wise, it's mainly just the main page,
The
which
one
is
that you
the
get from.
topic page.
Yeah. No, no,
Yeah,
that's cool. So yes, technically yes.
yeah,
So Chrissy E says, "Drop it like it's hot."
and TikTok too.
Yes, definitely TikTok.
Mhm.
And so Chrissy E is laughing. I'm assuming she's laughing
Chrissy
at.
E, girl, I love you. Can't wait for us to get together in April. We're gonna get together. Oh, this is something I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of a teaser.
Hmm.
There's a big collaboration happening that I'm a part of, that I'm producing, and it's going to be four artists, four chingonas, and one of them is me, and one of them is Chrissy. So that's all I can tell you.
Okay.
Um, there's a collaboration in the works with me and Chrissy E and two other amazing artists that
Mhm.
you guys will find out closer to when it comes out. And
Okay.
so that's something we can all look forward to. And it's something that I'm looking forward to myself.
Mhm.
So I'm excited for that. And I just wanted to let you all know that you guys can look forward to something amazing this summer.
See, so be looking out for that. And thank you so very much, Heather, for being here. I really do appreciate you. We
No,
finally made
thank
it
you.
happen.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, it's really awesome to have you here. We need to get together more. If you've got more news or anything else that you want to share, you're welcome to come on back. This is Sukasa, and so please
Thank
come
you.
on back and enjoy. You need to come over to the house so that way I can show you the studio.
Oh,
You can
I'll,
see,
I'll be over there. We got to work. We got work to do. So yes, I'll be over there.
so we can show you where the music and the magic happens and
Yes.
everything else. With that being said, just I want to remind everybody to please go ahead and go to uh, Heather's. Make sure you go and support. The way you keep the music going is you got to go to their shows and buy their merch. That goes immediately to the artist. Buy the songs. It's only 99 cents. Everybody's complaining about eggs, but the song still has the
You
prices
can
on the
still get
songs.
music for 99 cents.
You still get, yeah, you can still get music for 99 cents. That I don't understand because eggs are like what, $7 right now, but coffee is
We
just
got to
seven.
start finding our egg connects.
Well, coffee is $7 that people buy at Starbucks. So, you know,
I haven't had Starbucks in like 3 years because
I've
I
never had it.
refuse.
I've
Really?
ne- yeah, I've never had Starbucks.
And I used to love Tivana when I was in Houston,
Hmm.
and it was right before Starbucks bought them. And then when Starbucks bought them, it's just
I don't know what that is.
yeah. Oh no! Oh my goodness, they had amazing teas and all of this stuff. But
Oh,
anyway, yeah.
yeah, no, actually, my coffee is very light. I like my coffee very light. I don't like it very dark or very strong coffee, and
Right.
and water. I don't drink sodas. I don't drink alcohol. Just water and coffee, and that's it.
I drink decaf coffee now because of my anxiety.
Oh,
I
yeah.
I just can't. Yeah, the caffeine. I
You know
don't
how
do caffeine.
how coffee was discovered?
I don't.
Well, it was discovered in Afghanistan. Um, See, the Muslims, they cannot drink alcohol. You know,
Right.
they're not allowed. That's part of their religion. But
Right.
um, this one shepherd, he noticed how his sheep were going a little wiry eating the coffee bean, and he was just like he was like, why are they going so crazy with the
They're
coffee
getting
bean?
wired.
And it was he took the coffee bean and through various processes and until they found the roasting process, and that was the stimulant that was coming in from the coffee bean, and it was just because of the
Mhm.
sheep were eating it. They liked it, but they were going crazy. Let's hear it, says Hilda.
What did you say?
She said, "Let's hear it." Another fact of the day.
Yes. This is an important fact because my promoter, Rosie Allison, functions solely because of coffee.
Because of coffee. I
She
don't
has
know.
to have coffee. And she got me this cut, by the way.
Mhm. Oh, nice.
I don't always sing. Oh, yeah, I do. I don't always sing. Oh, wait, yes, I do. And you can ask my family. Not anymore. Not so much anymore. But when I was a kid, I'd never shut up. You would hear my little brother going, "Shut up." He was over it. He was over it from the beginning.
Yeah, she's like, stop, stop. Yeah,
Yeah.
but Peña says that, quiero saber. There you go.
Quiero
So,
saber.
yeah, and, I used to give out some really just because people were like, what? Because I would tell them the circumference of the earth and the circumference of the moon and the
Right.
difference between dividing the two.
Gosh, I forgot all that stuff.
So they were like, what? It doesn't matter. So, uh, Indio likes whipped cream with his coffee. I know, I don't.
I
So
do.
yes, the Irish coffee, that one. No, just kidding. So with that being said, thank you so very much. I really do appreciate you, to each and every one of you that were joining us today. Thank you so very much. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe and join us here. And we'll be here. We are here, or I have shows on Mondays at 8 o'clock and shows on Thursday at 8 o'clock as well. If you are a new artist or a new band and you want your music to be heard, please send it in to admin@cuvoradio.net. I will put it on the air. It just needs two things. It needs to be mastered in industry standards. And the second thing, it needs to have an ISRC code. That is not for me. That is for you, because I am a fully accredited radio station with ASCAP, BMI, C6, Core, and all the other licensees, agencies. Thank you so very much, Heather. I really do
Can I
appreciate
just make one more little quick announcement, real
it.
quick?
Sure, sure. Go ahead.
If there are any new artists out there or any aspiring artists whether you're Tejano or you're pop or country, whatever. Any aspiring artist out there, if you need music, instrumentals for your original music, please inbox me because I can help you with that. So that's just something that a lot of us don't didn't have growing up or didn't have, starting off in the industry. You don't have people offering to help you. You
Yeah.
just got to figure it out yourself, unless you want to pay an arm and a leg. You know what I mean? And
Mhm.
sometimes you don't have that money, and people like me understand that. So if you're an artist who needs original music, instrumentals for your original music, original songs, let me know, inbox me, and I will help you with that.
Most definitely. That's really a great prize. It's a great thing to share. Also, if you need some music from me, I will not charge you not 1 cent more than $1,000. So I had to sneak that one. With that being said, thank you so very much, Jolene. Thank you, each and every one of y'all that were joining us tonight. Y'all have a good one. And let me leave you
Thank you,
with this.
Lawrence. I appreciate you for having me.
You bet.
We
Hey,
love you.
stick around so that we can take care of some radio business real quick.
Okay.
And for all of y'all, if today was a bad day, if you did not have a good day, just remember every day planes take off against the wind. You matter. You are loved. And we'll see you next time. Be human. Be good to each other. Adios. We're going to leave you with Por Primera Vez from Heather Jolene Alcantar. It goes like this.